All right, so I got we got to the end of the segment there. I'm not sure how far along we were, but you have your E shape, and you're going to have a D minor shaped C sharp minor, which if you just play a regular D minor, as I did because I'm a doof and I'm stuck in the key of C, right? But no, down a half step, there it is, G sharp, C sharp, E. And you better believe that that's going to fit into the E pentatonic. I messed up that E pentatonic, didn't I? My bad there. My bad there. A lot of sharps. When I see a lot of sharps, I don't mind playing a lot of flats. But when I see a lot of sharps, that's totally new to me. Anyway, let's move on to let's get past the embedded bloopers. Sit back, relax. I'm going to teach you some guitar if you don't know it. How the charts can help us. This is today's chart, and it is chart 170, pattern builds, all fourths, and cage-shaped circles. I want to draw your attention to this little chart here. I want to show you that this is the string circle. Okay, so these are the string shapes, right? This is the bottom string in the C cage, 3, 4, 5. That's C-shaped cage. It could be C-shaped anything. It could be C-shaped C. Could be C-shaped C sharp. C-shaped D. Could be C-shaped, I guess E flat. E flat. So it'll be right here, C-shaped E flat. My E flat is down here. It's my G shape down here. I have a G-shaped E flat way down here because I'm 2 whole steps tuned down, C tuned. And there's the E shape. G shape goes to E shape. E shape goes to D shape. And D shape goes to C shape again. Okay, so we have C shape, a lot of things. So it doesn't matter. It's not the key of C. It's the key. It's the string shape C, which is the bottom string of the C shape. Okay. So here we go. C, G, D, A, E. C, G, D, A, E. You see that? Now the S2L, and S2L is over here. Let's get involved with the drawing tool. It's always fun to work with the drawing tool. So there's an S2L. That's C and G. Okay, this time I got it right. That's the first time I got it wrong before. That kind of worries me. I have to fix those charts. You won't see them fixed in the videos that used them before. Apparently I didn't focus in on the error, or I would have caught it then. There's a lot of things on these charts, and I might just avoid something that's wrong. You never know. And I'll fix it later. So it'll be fixed on the charts that are on the Facebook group. The full resolution charts are there. But it won't be fixed in the video that originally used that chart. Okay, so the S2L is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, and that is this little area here in the purple, the C and the G. Now let's look at the S3L rather. Okay, so here's the S3L. Is going to be the D, the A, and the E shape. So here it is in the white, is the E, the D, the A, and the E shape. You see how it takes up more of that circle? But now look at this. Look at the S5L. Okay, so let's look at the S5L, which is right here. Here's one of them, because the whole pattern stack is 2 S5Ls. here we have all 5 shapes. That's why the S5L is a good pattern to learn, because it has all 5 shapes. It's on the G pattern, so it's that's an S5L. And I warped it up for the tuning warp. It got warped up on the C string. So notice that the S5L is in green here, and it encompasses the whole circle. So it goes from G, D, A, E, C, G, D, A, E, C. You notice how it goes all the way around. Now the S4L, I'll show you from another diagram. Okay, the S4L, okay, let's make sure that we have a cage ladder or some way to circle out an S4L here. And believe me folks, this is easy. We're just looking at the same double string shape pattern stack here. We don't even need the double stack here, but we got it. The S4L is, we're just taking groups of strings. So S4L, but I didn't know I was doing this at first. I just learned the pattern and started playing them like mad, because I could finally, structure out a major scale, at least away from the fret nut, and I avoided the warp like the plague. As a matter of fact, my first occurrence of finding the same notes here was trying to avoid the warp. So I'd go up and then I'd go over to the same notes over here to avoid the tuning warp. But that, that's not what I do now. I just play through the tuning warp on your way up, but going down, I don't go down that often on it. And you have to practice everything backwards and forwards. Occasionally practice it backwards. Occasionally practice coming down in fourths on the tuning warp. The fourth of E is A, the fourth of A is D, the fourth of D is G, the fourth of G is C, the fourth of C is F, but we go back to E because we want to stay in this circle. So C, skip D goes to E. Remember, in fourths you skip in cage. When you're cage backwards, you're going C, D, E, G, A, right? C, D, E, G, A, right? In fourth shapes, you skip every other one. So it goes C goes to E, E goes to A goes to D, D goes to G, G goes to C, but now C goes to E, not F. And then going forward in fifths, okay, it's caged, it's a descending pentatonic scale, right? In fifths, we'll come down, we start on E here, E goes to A, fifth of A is D, fifth of D is G, fifth of G is C. Okay, we're going, when we're going up rather, we're starting on C, we'll go C, fifth of C is G, going down is in fourths. I noticed that right away. Wait a minute, G is in the fifth of C is in the fifth of G, it's the fourth. Start on C, we're going to use the caged word now, and we just skip every other letter. So fifth of C is G, fifth of G is D, fifth of G is A, fifth of A is E. The fifth of E is B, but we augmented back to C just to get back in the orbit there. Use a little retro rockets there, Alright, so what were we talking about? We were talking about circling out an S4L here. So it's going to be right here. Here's an S4L. E, C, G, and D. Okay, that's our S4L. E, C, G, and D. Come over here, I want to show you. This is the S4L in this blue here. It goes 3/4 of the way around the circle, and it's actually G to D. It starts on E, right? It goes E, A, D, and G. So that's our S4L there. E, C, G, and D. Sorry. E, C, G, and D. E, C, G, and D. Now, I don't know why this S4L looks wrong. But suffices to say, 4 strings isn't going to go all the way